It was the first time the emperor had stepped into the empress's palace in 5 years, but he soon discovered that the empress had secretly given birth to a daughter behind his back. You see, the emperor already had 99 sons, but since the beast-taming magic of their country could only be learned by women, he had long desired a daughter. However, the empress had never wanted the emperor to find out about their daughter. 5 years earlier, she had been wrongfully accused of treason, and in a fit of rage, the emperor had confined her to the palace, forbidding her from stepping outside. This had left the empress utterly disillusioned with the royal family. She couldn't bear the thought of her daughter suffering the same frame-up as herself. Yet, from the moment their daughter was born, countless animals had flocked to her room. The empress immediately realized that her daughter had inherited the beast-taming ability. Plagued by insufficient nutrition, the empress had little breast milk to feed the baby, leaving her to cry bitterly from hunger. Just then, a female goat wandered to her bedside and let out milk to nourish the girl. By the time the girl turned 1, flocks of birds would fly into the courtyard to sing for her. When she was 3, she could already communicate with all animals, and even the world's rarest golden eagles volunteered to be her mounts. But fate intervened when they snuck out of the palace to play, and the emperor caught sight of them. Overjoyed beyond words, he secretly ordered his guards to track down the girl, for he had just received a confidential report. A large herd of wild beasts had gathered on a mountain not far from the palace, and they were likely to attack the capital in a month. Only a girl with the beast-taming ability could defuse this crisis. But with no female heirs in the royal family, he had no choice but to rely on the empress's father to lead troops against the beasts. However, the chancellor resented the empress's father for blocking his son's path to becoming a general. He plotted to use the upcoming beast tide to have the empress's father killed. Fortunately, a mouse overheard their conversation and immediately rushed to inform the girl that the chancellor intended to deliberately delay the production of weapons, ensuring her grandfather's defeat. Enraged by this betrayal, the girl resolved to head to the front lines to protect her grandfather. Though the empress feared for her daughter's safety, she ultimately agreed to let her go. She gave the girl her own hairpin, telling her to use it as proof of her identity when meeting her grandfather. Unbeknownst to them, the emperor had overheard their entire conversation. And at that moment, he finally learned the truth: he had a daughter all along.